What is hoppin', squad? It's your boy. And today, for the people who've been playing Rogue 29, some people have been asking me, what is the best thing to run? There's only one thing to run pretty much, and that's high end, and I'm going to explain in this video my build and what I want from it and what I think is possibly like going to be the end goal. So without further ado, let's get it. So you guys see off rip, man, all gold, everything, Midas touch. The weapons you want to be using are going to be obviously a Navy MP5 and possibly an M4 if you can get one. I have a Lavoa, which is okay, but you want to have a Navy MP5 and M4. This is for the people who want optimal, right? We're not talking about what you can use, because you can use anything. You use Vector, you can use shotguns, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is like for the people who like actually want to compete hard. So what do I have on mine? I have a Navy MP5 with 20% crit chance. I'm not optimized in any way, shape, or form, so you're not going to see like the best stats, but you'll see pretty much what you need to see. I have brutal, unforgiving, deadly. What I would rather have is responsive, unforgiving, and deadly, and this is way different than how I usually run my builds in 30, because you guys know I like vicious. It's one of my favorite talents, but because you're always getting melted by everybody, your toughness, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna get burnt anyways. Just for some reason, you always end up at low health. So unforgiving, 25% buff does a lot, dude. It does way more than what you expect, you feel me? So going into the Lavoa, I have a regular Lavoa with deadly, responsive, and stable. For a Lavoa, I need stable because it's too hard to control. With an M4, you would pretty much want like something like, I don't know, deadly, prepared, and something to keep it at long range. You want to pretty much rely on your sub up close in Rogue 29, because the damage output is amazing compared to what you're used to with the high stamina in 256 bracket. So going into the build itself, now this is where it gets interesting. You have two options. You want to be able to either run vigorous or you want to run rapid. I don't see any other chests even worth it. For vigorous, it's just typical. I mean, depending on your roles, how you want to have it. You want to have health and skill haste. Exotic damage resistance if you want to avoid nades damage, because the nade chain reaction damage is crazy. But if you're pretty good at not getting hit by nades, don't worry about it. Take the skill haste and the health. That's the optimal roll. Mine's roll towards firearms, and I'm going to have 2 stamina with skill haste. You can get stamina health mods or firearms health mods. That's a thing. That's what I pretty much want. But for right now, I kind of went the skill haste route. Now for rapid, for a skill build, this will be the better choice for me personally, only because you get that cooldown for healing skills. So if you were going for those defib heals on your vigorous teammates, which they're pretty much going to be running, you want to be able to have that. I don't have that much expect into an electronics build yet. I'm working on it, but this is how I will roll it with electronics, skill haste, and health. And of course I have ammo capacity, which you're going to need because you're going to use a lot of ammo. The mask, 2 choices. Now for the player who wants sustainability, you can go refreshed. I have refreshed with stamina, crit chance, or you can also go tenacious. I don't have tenacious, but tenacious gives you a damage buff when you pop your med kits. I don't really like it that much because that's a waste of a med kit to me, but I mean, to each his own. But refresh is possibly the best option in my opinion, because you get a 30% increase on the last health segment, which is pretty much when you pop it. It's really good for combat medic. It's really good for critical save. It's really good to have those clutch heals when you need them. Knee pads, it does not matter. Just try to get the highest armor roll knee pad you can get. The talents are on all the knee pads are trash. You just want pretty much health and the highest armor roll and the highest roll you can get for knee pads. It's kind of like a throwaway piece. Backpack specialized is going to be the optimal for people running DPS builds, just because you get skill power for having firearms and stamina. You can do inventive if you really want to. I'm not going to say do it because people want to have the extra skill power, but you're not going to be at full health. Remember that. That's why I don't like vicious using in Rogue 29. So you want to be able to do as much as possible when it comes to damage. So roll towards firearms, get skill power on top of that, and you'll be good to go. I have mine roll for health. My mods, I have a crit chance firearms mod with all first aid self heal. I'll go to my knee pad so you can see that too. I also have a first aid self heal. The gloves, easy call. The only ones you want is some savage gloves, god roll. You guys know the typical. Mine's SMG damage, crit chance, roll for firearms. Try to get the armor as high as possible. I have them. I don't know if the mechanics are any different necessarily than the regular rush gloves, but I mean, that's the ones I have. So going into my holster, you want to have a nimble. I don't have a nimble holster that I want to use yet, but pretty much nimble gives you health when you do cover to cover. That's really good since you don't have good heals anyways. That's pretty much the go-to when it comes to if you don't have your heal up. You want to be able to pop this like the old days, which is really good and really fun to use sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're going against NPCs and you know that they're about to melt you. Just run cover to cover to get that health up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys can see how my rolls are. I'm pretty balanced. I have 2,500 firearms, 2,300 stamina. Electronics is going to be low whether you're in Rogue 30 or or Rogue 29 either way, so that's pretty much not the focus. But you can definitely go the electronic way, so you'll see, like, I'll just show this what it kind of looks like. It's definitely not optimized by any way. Don't think that for a second that this is what it can be, but this is what it will kind of look like. This is what your toughness will look like. It'll be really low. Obviously you won't get no talents, but your skill power will get upwards to 118. You can get higher than that. You can get to, like, from what I've heard, you can get 150 or so with everything optimized and stuff, maybe a little higher. Your skills do matter. I don't have my skills unlocked on this character, so it's not like I'm going to be able to use the full sticky bomb or seeker or whatever, or only the pulse will get affected. You can see the pulse is really good. That's 48%. That's really good, especially in the Rogue 29, because that's a big chunk of damage. So obviously, you know, it is viable. Healing builds are viable. This will be the route you'll take. You'll have to give up toughness. There is no happy medium as far as I've seen yet when it comes to this, but for the most part, if you want a balanced build, this is what you want to take in. Try to get around 2,500 firearms, 2,300 stamina, and then if you like, I mean, this is up to you. If you want a better heal, you can sacrifice either firearms or stamina. You have enough in each category if you ran it how I ran it to roll. Maybe roll a mask to electronics, or roll a firearms to electronics. So whatever you want to do, that's up to you. Pretty much your preference. This is my favorite so far, and I played a little bit. People want to say, is it a solo build? I know people are going to ask that. I don't know what a real solo build should be like yet, because it's still new to me. I'm still diving into it, but for a general overall build and what most people, I think I'm just speaking my opinion, most people might be running this, you feel me, or something close to this. You're gonna see vigorous for sure, you're gonna see refresh for sure, you're gonna see savage for sure, you're gonna see specialized for sure. Nimble, I mean, nimble should be a for sure to me. Everything else is pretty much trash. Recovered is damage taken. Cover to cover is regenerated by 5 seconds. Not worth. And what I have, definitely not worth. Increase armor by 50% by staying in cover for more than 4 seconds. Maybe when you're farming, it's good. But, I mean, it doesn't beat nimble. So you get 2% of your max health over 4 seconds for every 1 meter you ran. So pretty much this is the way you want to do it, especially if you do a full nimble. It's like full health, especially since your health is solo anyway. So make sure that you invest into that. Make sure if you want, now let's say you don't want to go the skill haste route, because if you see right here, I have pretty good skill haste. I'm at 20% flat without even having tactician, which is really good. If you don't want to go the skill haste route, now this is another option for you, and it won't change the stats of the build too much. If anything, it won't change them at all. Roll skill power on your mask, and roll skill power on your knee pads and on your backpack, dude, and you will have an amazing heal. It'll pop up. If you're running vigorous, it'll give you that full overheal, that comfort feeling you want, if that's what you want. I prefer to go for the quick heals, because I want my support station back, because it gives me a dedicated 30% basically, and if I'm on, if I'm low health, that helps me even more. So that's what I rely on, but there is an option if you want to do that. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If I'm gonna say the best weapon in Rogue 29 is obviously the Navy MP5. The best talents on it to me will be Unforgiven, Responsive, and Deadly. I mean, without a doubt, I think just for raw damage, I wouldn't go with Brutal. I have Brutal. It sucks. It is what it is. I mean, I'm still grinding for mine, but for the most part, that's kind of what you want. You want Responsive, dude, with the Navy MP5. With a Lavoa, you want Prepared. I have Responsive on mine. I'm probably going to switch that off anyways, because I don't really fight up close with it. You want to pretty much have like Deadly, Prepared, and maybe Competent, just so you can pop a skill and beam from a distance. That's kind of what you want with an M4. Don't do the Lavoa. Lavoa is too hard to control, dude. Like, even if you're a pretty good player, dude, the Lavoa is just annoying. Like, that recoil is just ugly. Some people can control it. I can beam some people, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not as good as what you want with the M4. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy, man. Let me go through the stats real quick, see if I missed anything. Stamina, 12% crit chance with that. What was I? Actually, let me show you my crit chance with this. What am I at right here? So my crit chance on my Navy MP5 is 37%. Pretty good. That's pretty much good as what it's going to be. 104% crit damage, 62% headshot damage. 20% skill haste, super important, I'm telling you. Armor is at 39.89%. Max health at 91,000. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I just want to put this together for people who've been curious. Let me pop this up one more time. All gold is the meta for Rogue 29. You're not going to run anything else. However you variant, you change this up, that's all on you. There's a lot of cool builds I've seen so far with people running Sticky Bomb, people running Healer, people running Pulse Dedicated, and you can do a lot of cool things, especially the builds change with these mods. So I can change my whole build by just changing these mods, especially if I'm electronics. When you're in electronics build, you can pretty much run builds based off of your mods. So something to look forward to. Hope you guys enjoy, man. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know if I'm on the right path. You think that this is pretty much a solid build for now? You know what I'm saying? I just pretty much started. Do you think this is a pretty dope build to go on a Rogue 29 with? It's been real. Thank y'all so much. Your boy is out.